Oh, mercy. I have to restart this one. Hopefully not. Hopefully you can hear me. Pardon the interruption here, boys. Ladies. I gotta fix something. I've got to get this down a little bit. What's up, Flying J Lizard? What an interesting name. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, I'm gonna restart this. If you can't, can you hear me? I'm not sure. If you can hear me, say something. Sorry, I was trying something new here tonight. Sweet. What's up? What's up, fellers? All kinds of fun things to talk about. I got new lights in here. Kind of makes it, I don't know, kind of strange. See if we can get all the usuals in here. What's up, Ronald? You can see no Kelly tonight. Kelly's not feeling well, or that's what she told me, anyways, right? If you guys would share out this link to wherever you get or like to watch things on Facebook, wherever, I don't care. Share it out. It means a lot. These things help us get our streaming hours we need for the year. So it's one big part of why we do these. Yes, it is a skateboard behind me. There's a company. They were all over Facebook and Instagram that were making those, and I was like, I gotta have one of those. But you just type whatever you want there, Flying J, and pops out. It took about 2 months to get, though. I will say it took a long time. Let's see. What's up? What's up, Court? I'm gonna butcher it, but Cordetti, Mr. Traveler of Canada and elsewhere. Let's see. 300. My Titan just hit 323,000 miles today. Nice. It's awesome, man. It's very awesome. Chilling in the Arctic. Well, it's 55 here in Tennessee, so don't hate us. Let's see. Nice. I'm glad I got it. I'm usually horrible with pronunciation, so what is going on this week, guys? I've got to pull this up real quick because, like, Nissan is the gift that just keeps on giving to the press, or the press just keeps wearing Nissan out. And Yahoo News did something that I want to pull up. Let me find. I apologize for not having it up and ready to go. But just kind of pisses me off a little bit because Nissan is they're everybody's punching bag right now, and it's, for the most part, it's just click repeat. It's the same article everybody shares over and over and over. So we'll get to this in just a second. It actually is something I heard in Chicago with talking with some insiders last week. But Ronald, dude, always killing it, man. I do appreciate that. Let's see what Ronald got to say. They're moving up plans. We expect the Nissan Frontier 2021 sooner. Ronald, not that I've heard. I was told it was coming in. I don't feel like the camera's crooked. It may not be. I was told that the Frontier was pushed back yet again. That's why we didn't see it in Chicago. And there was plans to unveil it a few weeks out, last I'd heard. So it kind of all leads into this article I want to get to. But Ronald, dude, thank you so much, man. You throw way too much support at us, but I'm it's always needed, and I do appreciate those super chats, buddy. And all you do, man. Ronald there in Hawaii on a cruise ship is like, dude, I don't know how you find the time to do it, man. Every time I see you post up on Facebook, you are always out there slaying it, dude. You're always working, man. So I appreciate your hard-earned money coming to the podcast. Let's see. 2018 was an awesome truck. Yes. All right. So we'll get into this a little bit. So we all know the Nissan Frontier it's well past its prime. I mean, 15 years on this body style. This year they've updated it only with the underpinning or the powertrain of this vehicle. But Man, you wouldn't believe when I went to this press conference. So I went to Chicago. Probably all y'all know. You've probably watched the videos. I'm probably warning y'all out on Chicago. But speaking of that, I have one more video dropping Thursday on Chicago. I know Danny has a video dropping sometime earlier this coming week about towing with the Frontier. So that's going to be actually really cool. Yeah, the design's been around since 2005, Flying J. But so for one thing, I'm amazed at the people that get to go to auto shows. Now, there's one auto show, the Detroit Auto Show is super picky who they allow. And I don't think even I right now can get into the Detroit Auto Show. They're pretty damn picky. But when I was in Chicago, it was full of moms, bloggers. I don't know who they're selling cars to or who they're talking cars to, but they all go out of their way. And I will say probably half of what the press that I use press like this that I seen in Chicago didn't need to be there. I mean, we cover Nissan, pretty well. I mean, that's what we do. But I would even say at a time that we do not need to be at some of these things. But I am taking this seriously when we cover the brand. And we do have, I know you're getting tired of hearing it, but the Truck Life podcast is it really is about to launch. And we've just it's been a pain in the ass to get the timing between me and Dan to get it down right. But so I see all these people at Nissan's release, and I pushed hard to get a chance to go. And Kevin over there at Nissan, I want to say thank you. And David over there at Nissan, I want to say thank you for you guys allowing me to come. But so they were talking about the Frontier, and I if not half of the press that were there, 3/4 of them were only there for the free booze. And of course, Nissan sets up a nice open bar. They want people, they treat people with lots of food, finger food stuff, like exotic finger foods, stuff like that. And most of them are only there for that. And it's to be expected. And I've seen this before, but a lot of them had no business being there. And even within the Chicago Auto Show, a lot of these people had zero business being there. And they're just, I don't know who these people write for. And it just leads into, so I seen them at the press release. They're being rude. Tiago was trying to present the new powertrain in the vehicle, and they're just literally in the background. You could probably hear it if you listen to the video. You can hear people shushing people because and they had a PA system set up, very well done. And they were getting so loud, not giving a damn about this truck, that they just rudely were talking amongst themselves and not listening to the press conference, which once again pissed me off to no end. Yes, let's make Nissans great again. What's up, Aaron Powers? Let's see. We'll show that. I don't care. Anyways, so a few people took it seriously, and they wrote some nice things about Nissan. And of course, yes, the truck is well past its prime, and we all know that. But Nissan was showing us something, the powertrain, and gave us new numbers on the vehicle. And then you had the 1 million mile truck there. And I just felt like most of the press, even actual, I'm going to call it real press, like, what we are, besides the bloggers, just could give a two dams about it. And once again, some of this Nissan brings to themselves because they haven't updated some of these vehicles in such a long time. But I think Nissan, it's the in thing to do right now. They're the punching bag of the auto industry, for right or wrong. If a journalist needs something easy to write about and you have nothing to write about, you just go to that Nissan thing, and you just kind of bam them a couple times just for old time's sake. And then that article gets picked up by 14 different people. And so it is what it is. I do watch Redline Reviews, man. And I did see him there at this press conference, he was buddied up with TFL and can't think of the other guy. There's a couple powerhouse YouTubers there that they showed some interest. We'll put it that way. All right. So this is from Reuters, but it was picked up by Yahoo News. The clock is ticking for Nissan's boss, Yoshida, to show he has plans, sources say. The guy took over in December, guys. He literally took over in December, and they're already crapping on this guy like, where's the plan? Where's the plan? He's already talked to dealers. He came to the United States and talked to the dealers, and he told the dealers, hey, let me have it. I want to know your problems. Unlike the last leadership who thought he was the wisest dude in the room, this guy wants to hear what dealers have to say, and he's going to formulate a plan. And if you know the Japanese, like they're not just instant, let's make a move kind of people. It's going to be well thought out, man. And of course, this guy spent some time with Renault, and he spent some time with Mitsubishi and a few other places. And does that mean that there's good or bad about what he's going to do? I don't know. I do know that he's inherited Nissan when it's in the bottom of the gutter, as far as what people think of it. And you can get into whether is that from the CVT issues that's just tarnished Nissan's reputation, like something fierce. You get your wacko, who's the crazy dude that wants to hate on Nissan all the time? His little out in front of his garage, Scotty. You get them idiots, and that's easy clickbait for them. Like, and that dude, see that's what I got for you, buddy, because he has so many clickbait articles. He did one that Nissan was shutting their American operations down. He did a clickbait bullshit thing like that. And dude, you don't realize when you say these kind of things, and even when I say these things, I have, relatively small audience, people's jobs are in line. And when you go out there and you go out of your way to clickbait crap, and the general audience, and the guy has what, like 2 or 3 million followers, subs on YouTube. That's a lot of people that you're influencing. Now, I think a good portion of his traffic knows he's crazy and they just want to see the crazy, but still, I'm amazed that Nissan hasn't put some lawyers up that dude's butt to stop some of that crap, because Ronald, you're too kind, dude. Please. Other people can use the super chat too, Ronald. But anyway, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to read your comments in just a minute. I'm on my little goofy rant. But people like Scotty and these Redline guys and stuff, you see them on YouTube, they pick up on this kind of knocking Nissan a little bit. But back to the Yahoo story. So let's see. Nissan's new CEO doesn't have time to work his way into the job. He's effectively on probation and has a matter of months to show he can revive the ailing automaker, according to 3 people familiar with the thinking of some of the people on the corporate board. Well, no crap, man. Like, the guy just inherited a mess from Carlos Ghosn. And yeah, you think he might be somebody, they're going to need somebody quick to turn this thing around. The mission, the new boss must prove to the board he can accelerate cost cutting and rebuilding profits at the 86-year-old Japanese giant, and that he has the right strategy to repair its partnerships with France's Renault, sources told Reuters. I'm going to say, if you probably watch this, my thoughts on the French company there. They've probably done more damage to Nissan in the short term, reviving them from 99 era. Guys, the guy that this articles are acting like if he doesn't next week, if there's not a plan out, they're going to fire him. They've went through, this is the 3rd CEO. And the last one was just like a placeholder till they could find this guy. This guy's going to get a year or two to get this plan out. Now, he did, in all the bad he inherited with Nissan, he did inherit an awesome thing of they're about 70% of their cars are about to be refreshed. So the timing couldn't be more perfect for him to jump in and then let's bring these cars out. But I'm not going to go through all this. I'm just aggravated by the headlines of the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking on Nissan. They just posted their first loss since 2009. No kidding, the clock is ticking, man. So I don't know what you guys feel on it. We can comment and we can go back and forth about this, but I'm amazed that the easy target this is for an article. I guess once again, when you've got nothing to write about, let's go to the Nissan thing. But let's get one more little thing here. So it says, rocky start. Still has been a difficult start for the new CEO, who officially took the helm at the beginning of December, and must act swiftly to counter the slide in sales that is accelerating in key markets like the United States and China. Wow, man, that you really went far in that one oh, dude, Cordet, you're amazing, man. I do appreciate that. So once again, I want to get into this, but my final thoughts is the guy's easily got 6 to 8 months, if not a year. There's going to be a turnaround plan for this company, and I'm seeing people within the plant, within the U.S. plants here. There's a page for people who work for Nissan, and I'm a part of it. I'm amazed to see people in the plants like just talk garbage about this company. I'm like, move on. If you don't want to make the best cars in America, in the world, move on. There was a time when Nissan moved to Smyrna, Tennessee, and you wore their strict uniforms. You were very. They brought the Japanese way here. They didn't convert to the American way, and they've slowly evolved into relaxing all this. But you did it the Japanese way, and I really feel like they need to get back to that a little bit. Back to let's run the ship the way the Japanese would like it. And whether that's been the French influence or not, I'm not to say. But I'm happy for one that there is a person in charge now that seems to want to hear what dealers have to say, because the dealers are super important, not just in America, but globally, because the dealers aren't happy. They're not pushing your car. And whether it says Nissan or not, I won't say we all know, because this seems to boggle my mind, people bitching about dealers, but dealers don't make money on the brand new cars they sell. They make money on the used cars they sell in the service department, in repairs and stuff. Most dealers sell cars for a loss, and there might be some kickback money later on within Nissan to help justify it, but dealers don't make what you think they make. So give this guy some time is all I got to say. So let me get to your comments. And once again, guys, I appreciate the super chats and all that, man. Thank you. It blows me away. So let's see. I'm not skipping any of you. I want to go back to the beginning and see, because I was on I was on my box, my rant. I just hate that. I'm willing to say that Nissan sometimes has missed the mark. I'm a fanboy of the thing, but I am an honest journalist about what I do think they can do. And they're going to turn this around, man. So don't give in to this BS-y clickbait journalism. Let's see. And if you go to my video on the Nissan Z and stuff, like I pointed out there, and I show where they're just clickbaiting the crap out of people. Let's see. Chilling in the Arctic. Let's see. Hard body. Hard body. Fine, Jay. When I worked for Nissan, the engineers there were talking. There was plans to bring that D23 chassis back. Nissan would actually like to build a small pup truck again, but it's crash testing and all that, and they wanted to use the framing and everything. Obviously, the body, they chunk a new body on it, but it just couldn't get that through crash standards. But I'm actually looking for a clean hard body to put in my garage, just because I love that truck. It was one of the first trucks I learned to drive on, a little 5-speed, a little 4-cylinder 5-speed. Dude, do you realize those things used to get like 24 to 25 miles per gallon? And I'm talking 89, 90, 91 in there. It's ridiculous. And if people really, truly like greenies and all that, that's what you would want, versus the government forcing these cars to be bigger. And anyways, let's see. 23 in Idaho. Yeah. No thanks, buddy. No, Nissan's not going under. Fine, Jay. Nissan needs a Bronco or Bronco Sport competitor. They do, but I will say right now, Nissan, before they can kind of shake up the box with anything like that, they need to get the Frontier out in the truck side, and they need to get the Z out on the car side. And I think the Z could, like, if you can design it, like I keep hearing these throwbacks to the 240, 260, 280 Zs, which would be cool, but kind of that card's been played by Ford and GM a little bit, and even Dodge, with the Challenger and Charger. But they need to, whatever the next Z is for the cars, it needs to be the design future and trickle down. And Nissan, in my opinion, quit making an Altima, a mini Altima Sentra, and a mini Altima in the Versa. Stop, let cars be individuals again. I think that's a big part of the problem. Honda's cars looked all different. Toyota, the Camry looks different. from the Corolla. Let's see. What's up, NPC Patch Designs? If y'all don't know, go follow my buddy over there at NPC Patch Designs. If you like patches, my buddy Mike Nope there, he's starting a channel where he does reviews on patches, which I think is really cool. And we've had some back and forths, and he's got, what, 3 videos out right now. So he's only had like 13 subscribers, man. But if you guys would go out there and just hit subscribe, just showing a little bit of love, man. There's going to be some growing pains with this channel. He's learning how to do this, and I think it's awesome. Let's see, Ronald, 13 plan. They were moving up plans. I think the plans, Ronald, that they're actually moving up is everything. Obviously, Frontier is a part of that, but they've got to speed up getting cars out. You're about to see the new Rogue. You're about to see a new Pathfinder, and obviously the Frontier, and maybe something else. That's all I can say right now. Let's see, Flying J, my 2008 Frontier was an awesome truck. They are awesome trucks. Wrong one. This was not brought to you by Zaxby's, by the way. But Zaxby's, I'm looking for you. Man, it's not Monster, but it's good. Yeah, man, the Frontier is the proven vehicle. Now, I will be interested, and I can't wait to get my hands on one of the with the new powertrain. But other than like they had the SMOD issues or the strawberry milkshake of death issues with, and that was a radiator issue, and it was a radiator issue with they changed to transmission fluid was a J-matic, I believe, instead of an S-matic, and I think there was some corrosion with that within the plastic, which what actually caused a lot of those problems. But they did change that, and it did take a little longer than it should have. It took till mid 2009 when they actually switched that. But other than that, that truck's pretty rock solid. Yeah, if you're a 4-wheel drive and you really get into it, you can crack a diff, but they're aluminum diffs and they're trying to make these trucks light. Let's see what else we got here. Nissan needs a real patrol for the U.S. market. All right, so part of the things that we cover, me and Danny, we get to talk to a lot of Nissan people, and I'm never mentioning names of who we talk to, but of course we all know the Armada. What is it exactly? It's a patrol in the EU and in Australia, except we don't get the cool lockers and all that, and there's a couple little tweaks, but there was actually talks within Nissan to actually call it a patrol again. But the Armada hits the urban market really well. It sells really well in the urban markets. And so I think they're kind of scared to change it to a patrol name here in the States. But my thoughts on the patrol is what you do. We in States, we want the nameplate, obviously. But I even think the current patrol is a little too bloated for what it needs to be. But give us a patrol in a sort of Xterra, smaller format. And if I was doing it, I would do a 2-door. Now it would be maybe a 2-door like the last. Sorry, Australians, if I never would GU whatever they call them, but not this patrol we're in now, but the previous one. I think it's 60 or once again, I'm horrible with body numbers and all those codes, but that's what I would do. I know my Xterra fanboys who I'm a part of, the way I see that nameplate is dead. I would honestly, you could do what they call the Terra in the Philippines and Indonesia and all that. Badge it a patrol here. Boom, it's going to sell. And you play on that. And it did come out, I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but it did come out where Nissan is, with their marketing, they're losing the whole technology thing in the marketing. It's just not working for them. They thought if they use, intelligent mobility or whatever the hell it's called this week, that it would sell cars for them. But the problem is Nissan, yeah, they're innovators with a lot of that stuff, but everybody caught up to them so quick with the not autonomous driving, but all the features of that it's not selling cars for them. And what the reports came out, I want to say it was yesterday or might be Friday, that they're going to actually play to their heritage some, which I think they need to do quite a bit. So let's see, neither a patrol. I'll bring back the hard body. What do I want to see in a 2021 Pathfinder? Well, I think if you see the current Pathfinder, you're going to see what the 2021 kind of looks like. My understanding is the platform itself, it's still a unibody platform. Rumors have it that it's going to get the 9-speed. Nothing to confirm that right now. But we've been hinting around for that for quite a while. And I think it would be quite an improvement if it did. And if it got the 3.8 that this truck's going to get, could you imagine a 310 horsepower in that, like an all-wheel drive? I think it'd be a pretty fun vehicle. Yeah, I mean, now, is it the Pathfinder that we all know and love? No, but I was told that the next Pathfinder is going to go more Range Rover-ish. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was told. Let's see. Aaron Powers already said hi to you. Let's see. Is that new 3.8 that they're putting in the Frontier a detuned GTR or something else? They've not said anything about that, and they've not really released much about this engine. So I don't want to say anything yes or no, but wouldn't that be cool if it was a detuned 3.8 from there? I think it'd be really cool. I think if they were to make a Nismo version of that Frontier, wink, wink, that it would be, could you imagine just a single turbo in that little thing already at 310? So you're talking maybe 380 in a mid-sized truck, like kind of a Warrior-esque truck. It might be really fun, man. That might be really fun. Let's see. Do I watch Redline? Joe Taylor, do I watch Redline reviews? Yes, I do. I think I hit on that. Let's see. Please email you a picture of the new Frontier. You know how many times I get that? And I've made promises to people at Nissan who know I have that picture that I will not release it. So you know how bad I want. You know what that would do to my YouTube channel if I could release that? It would be huge for us. But I promise you, it's there, and as soon as I can, I will show you guys what I have. Once again, it's not like it's a picture of it, but you'll see it one day. You'll see it. Let's see. Aaron Powers, has Nissan put out towing capacity on the new drivetrain? No, they have not, Aaron. And I got a feeling it's not going to change at all. Maybe like the Titan only changed like 50 pounds towing with the new transmission. So I would say a lot of times it's the framing with the transmission is how they determine that. And I don't think they don't want to give too much away of that new powertrain till the next one comes out anyway. So let's see. Alex on Autos. Yes, I do watch Alex on Autos. And I met Alex in Chicago, and he was a super nice guy. Though I think he was under the influence of a little alcohol. Alex is out of like Redline and all those guys. He's probably my favorite, and he seems to be the most fair with Nissan too. But I do really like Alex, what he does. But you know, let's see. They better keep a manual option with the 4-wheel drive on the new Frontier. I don't see that happening at all, Jay. I think manuals are dead. I think it came out that the 4-cylinder 5-speed they were doing was only 10% of their sales. And even at that, manuals, I think, are only 10% of sales as a total market for everybody. It's only 10% sales. So I don't think the next Tacoma will be a 5 or a 6-speed. I think manuals are dead. And it sucks for us guys who do like to drive them, especially in sports cars. Let's see. Cardetti Motorsports. I think the Frontier is a great truck, and they should have done a mild exterior updates, grill light, bumper to keep it fresh, but not a whole new reboot. Stamping, dude. Okay, so we all know that Nissan's already like they're losing money this quarter. They lost money. Stamping's expensive, and I mean with the capital mills, like it's super expensive because I've seen them stamped. I've seen in Smyrna when I did my time there. Hit the light. The presses they run on these things is ridiculous, and to make those stamps is like outrageous. So I would have liked to seen a mild refresh like 4 years ago, but the Frontier, the only thing they refreshed on that is the interior couple times and new rims on the outside, and that's really been it. I want to say the grill might have changed just like a slight in 09 or 10, I think, is when they brought out the Pro 4X stuff and went away from off-road. Let's see. Joe Taylor, Nissan has an extraordinary shareholders meeting tomorrow. Or am I going to watch it? No. I'm burnt out, honestly, Joe, on watching a lot of this stuff and listening to an interpreter talk about it. And at the end of the day, we all know they lost money. So I've watched a couple of those things recently, and I don't know. I like to follow the numbers, and I used to get a lot of crap for when we would talk about sales numbers. So I kind of went away from that just a little bit. Joe Taylor, Scotty is so messed up. Yes, Scotty, that dude. So my buddy over at Pickup Trucks and SUV, Tim, which Tim sent me. What is this? Tim sent me a package right here. I'm going to open it up in a minute. But Tim seen him at the Houston Auto Show a few weeks ago, and he wanted to kind of just get a selfie with him just for fun. And he said the dude was like crazy. Just he was with this little video camera talking at the Houston Auto Show, and he said he was like so nuts then that he didn't want to be around him. So I can only imagine. Scotty, let's see. Yeah, once you got sucked into the clickbait, yeah. Let's see. Flying J. Scotty Kilmer likes the good Nissans. In all fairness, let's see. I am a lover of Nissan. My grandmother's 12 Altima went through three transmissions at 70,000 miles. Yes. Once again, the CVT Flying J is an easy target. That I had a 06. I want to say it was generation 2 CVT transmission in my Maxima, and we went through one at 40,000 miles, something like that, and it still drove, but you try to get up speed and you hear where the whatever broke in it was messed up. But luckily back then Nissan was putting a 100,000 mile warranty on just the transmission, so I got that one replaced for free. But it does, yeah, they do suck, and they kill the fun factor of driving. Some of these cars, you realize how fun they would be. Could you imagine a Maxima as a rear-wheel drive with a real transmission? How fun that car would be. And I think that's part of Nissan's problems, and the problems of its previous administration, we'll say, is they went so hardcore on being we got to slash, we got to cut and not spend on things, that they push that transmission that they've had almost 20 years of not fun cars. And the new Maxima is a great car. It just doesn't need to be front wheel drive. It needs to be a rear wheel drive car or an all wheel drive car with a transmission. Let's see. But I have heard Scotty, I have heard him say nice things about some of the older Nissans. And I think he just did one on the Frontier, making it out to be a nice truck. But the dude is still like literally crazy. And the thing you won't see on Scotty's a lot, how he built his little empire, he paid for a lot of subs. Like he runs ads, like he pays to get his channel pushed up in the hierarchy of YouTube. Let's see. Yes, Nissan needs to get away from Renault. The CVT was banned by F1. It is good technology, but poorly executed. You know, and of course, Nissan owns Jotco that makes their CVT, but the Subaru and a lot of people put this in their cars, and they do have failures as well. Now, generally, it's not as many, I think, as Nissan has, but they do actually have failures in those. Let's see. If we can hit $25 for the NMP, I will jump in a mud puddle on my first off-road adventure come this spring. I may pitch in on that just to see that happen. For those that don't know, Cardetti Motorsports, like, I don't know exactly what you do for a living, but dude, you fly all over the Arctic. Like, watching, like, it's amazing watching your thing. Let's see. Sorry guys, I know I'm being slow with some of your questions here. I had a 2012 4x4 Pro 4X Xterra. Regretted selling it. Those are badass. I'm partial to the Gen 1 though. Gen 1 just needed more horsepower. Let's see. Hell yeah, bring back the Nismo versions. Pro 4X doesn't sound as cool. See, but I'm at the opposite position. I don't like Nismo for trucks. Nismo in the States, and I've ranted about this in the past, it's confusing. Nismo in Japan, you know exactly what they're about, and they make amazing, aftermarket parts, and plus your Nissan's up in Japan. But here in the States, like Nismo in Japan has its own building, it's its own entity. Here in the States, they're in a closet within Nissan, basically. Like Nissan just doesn't fund Nismo here in the States like they should. Cousin, let's see. So now I can kind of come clean. My cousin helped design and develop the 3.8. You've talked about this in the past. So 50 TNCASA. So now I can kind of come clean. My cousin helped design and develop the 3.8 V6 9-speed transmission, part of the new Frontier. It's awesome, dude. I know you've had some. You've talked about that a little bit. Cousin's husband, actually. Let's see. Ronald, thank you for asking people to support this. I do appreciate it. Let's see. The Infinity line. I've got a video that I'm going to do. I've been kind of researching a little bit. Nissan doesn't need Infinity. I would sell that off to whoever, some Chinese company that wants to make cars, and I would dump Infinity like yesterday. They don't need it at all, in my opinion. And I'll do a video explaining why one of these days. At NPC, I just subbed. Can't wait to check out your footage. Awesome, dude. Thank you for supporting another Nissan YouTuber. Of course, NPC he likes patches from everybody, but still. Let's see. Nissan used to make really badass shit. I still love their trucks and sports cars, but their regular cars do suck now. Yes, they do. Let's see. Nissan is like the Chrysler of Japanese brand. They pursue high volume sales and went to fleet sales. Yes. I think that was a Carlos Ghosn issue, and he's gone. Let's see. You are a performance. So that's what you do. I'm a performance driving instructor. I teach winter driving, off-road driving. Oh, that's awesome, man. It's very awesome. Any more questions here? I know. I apologize for going through that. Well, I don't apologize for reading them, but let's see. Let's see if I can open this up. I don't have anything. I don't have my knife on me. And my buddy Tim, Pickup Trucks Talks and SUVs, really take this up well. So we'll get into this, and I will wait for if you guys have any more questions. Let's see. You should sell Mitsubishi and get away from Renault. Actually, I think they should keep Mitsubishi, man. I mean, they're partially responsible for why Mitsubishi is in the situation they're in anyways, because Mitsubishi was making a microcar for them. And it kind of gets left out in the dust that Nissan turned them in about falsifying some miles per gallon issues they were having. And I mean, I'm not going to bring it up much, but I am amazed that nobody's really jumped on that, and how then Nissan was able to buy up controlling interest of Mitsubishi. All right, so my buddy Pickup Truck and SUV Talk. Look at this. Look at this. Sent me a nice hat. Nice. Let's see. Looky there. I'm just like Tim now. Tim, thank you, buddy. Oh, there's something else in there. American type. Dude, you send me all kinds of hats. Look at that. Oh, it's a patch hat. Looky there, guys. The American Titan. This is going to be given away to one of you people. Oh, there's Kelly Boyd. Hi, Kelly Boyd.
Hi.
Let's see. Tim sent me all kinds of hats.
What are you doing tonight?
I just opened up this package.
Like dark like in here.
The Nissan Offroad Experience. If y'all can see that. It's kind of bright, screwed on it. These are going to be given away to some people because these are too awesome. These hats are too awesome. Look at that. It's a patch hat, Kelly.
Ooh. I don't know that can be given away. That might be mine.
These are just too awesome for me to keep. So, obviously, I'm going to keep the pickup truck and SUV talk because Tim is an awesome dude, and yeah, I'm sure y'all are all subscribed to him. But if you're not, go check pickup truck and SUV talk out, and tell them the NNP sent you over there. So I'm gonna wear this hat the rest of the live stream. Hi Kelly, come on in a minute. Let's see, dude.
I don't know where your camera. Your camera's weird.
It's right there. So Ronald's done like his 14 different. I'm gonna support you back 1,400 different
I don't
ways.
like this light. It makes my face look really red.
We got some Canadian bucks.
What?
Where'd they go? Sorry, y'all. I'm showing Kelly.
What do we do with Canuck bucks?
Looky there.
Wow, that's very cool.
20 in Canadians, like what, $1 million in American?
That's mean.
We're rich. Let's see. How much to make me a skateboard like that too?
I don't know what did it cost.
I don't know. It wasn't cheap. It was about $100 for a piece of something to hang on my
$20,
my wall.
50 cents.
Yeah, I'm obviously being funny there, but
I remember back in the Michigan days when I think it was $1.50 to.
what's up, Brian Johnson? Yes, let's see. Once again, support Tim. So let's see. What else would I answered? I think all the questions currently. If you haven't yet, guys, like the thumbs up helps my channel a lot. It helps push these up into the analytics. So anytime you do that, I appreciate that. And when you like and share this and other people see the content, I do like and appreciate that too. Let's see. Oh, I gotta show them this. So this was presented to me a while back. This obviously is an Xterra wind flare that's going to go up on the wall.
I'm on there somewhere.
But look at all the look at all the fun autographs that the people that did this for me donated to. And like I said, this is going to go. I think it's going to go up in there somewhere. It's almost like it would fit right there. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, this wall's changing. I have a bunch of stuff like this. We're gonna redo the wall. Oh, there's some contest winners. I haven't sent your stuff out yet, guys, and it's just we've been traveling a lot lately, and just I apologize, but it will go out. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was from Went. Thank you, Mike Nope.
Yeah,
I bet Mike.
It was from Mount.
I bet Mike Nope's on there somewhere.
Nope.
Nope. I don't believe it.
Nope.
Let's see. What do we got? Oh, I will be at Z1 Motorsports in a couple weeks. That's going to be fun. I'm going to do a video from down there. Z1, if you don't know yet, is the end all be all for Z aftermarket and tuning and all that kind of fun there in Atlanta. I will be. Did we reach 25 yet? I don't think we did yet. And
what was their goal today?
well, they all my people sent they sent their own goal, so I appreciate that. But we will be at Z1, but Z1 is getting in the off-road world, and they sort of quietly kicked it off at SEMA when they did the dually, the Titan dually that you've seen. That was part of them. The MMA Motorsports, with some help from Z1, did that race Frontier, and they're wanting to get into off-roading. So I know they're working on tuning the 4-liter right now. They can't wait to get their hands on the 3.8, so that's going to be fun. And they want to do lifts and stuff. I know they're talking to an engineer friend of mine about bringing him on that does makes trucks bigger and funner for off-road.
Bigger and funner.
Bigger and funner.
You know those aren't words, right?
They are tonight.
Funner's not.
Bigger and funner here in Middle Tennessee.
All right, I gotta go parent. One of us has to.
All right, thanks for stopping in, Kelly.
Hi guys.
Yeah, that dually was awesome. And yes, Brian, the OKIX is on there. And that was an awesome thing that's going to go up there. Let's see. Factory dually would be cool. It would be cool, but part of the Titan failure is not the 1500. It's the XD. They should have did a 1500 and 2500. XD is confusing. GM couldn't make when they were trying to do an XD like truck. They couldn't sell it. They just couldn't make that. It was confusing to the audience. the idea, it was sort of a neat idea of like, well, there's this middle between a 1500 and 2500. People might tow their boats more and buy, but no. Unfortunately, big trucks are good old boy trucks, and you've got to get into that market. And somehow Toyota's been gotten in that market very well. So, well, I won't say very well. They sell about 9,000 a month versus currently 2,200 or more a month Titans. But yay, funner. My kind of language. Hell yeah, butter. Did y'all? I posted on Facebook earlier today. Did y'all see the Freedom Factory with the 370Z? I can't think of that YouTuber's name at the moment, but dude, twin turbo, like that Z's making 800 horsepower, and he's out there drifting. It's a drag Z, really, but that was awesome. Once again, I've got 2 videos dropping this week. Danny's supposed to drop one about towing to the King of Hammers with his Frontier. If you haven't yet, go to DeGroot X and hit subscribe and watch some of his content. Danny, my partner Danny, for those that may not know, and Danny's supposed to do some live videos on here, so be on the lookout for that. It may not be me next time. But Danny he's well past his subscriber count for being monetized on his own personal channel, but his watch hours dropped off because he, like Danny, quit making content for a while. So go over there and watch a few of Danny's videos, man. It'd mean a great deal to Danny. Let's see, alphabets. Do I know anything about the new Rogue and Pathfinder? Pathfinder, Joe, I thought I just mentioned, same underpinning, new body and all interior. I think you're going to see that at New York Auto Show is what I think you're going to see, the new Pathfinder. I don't have anything to confirm that at the moment, but as soon as I get a press release on it, I will, when the embargo is lifted, I will talk about it. Rogue, I would say Rogue wouldn't be, honestly, probably till LA Auto Show. My understanding is Nissan's actually backing off a lot of the auto shows right now because of funding issues with hurting monetarily. They don't want to spend a lot of money. Let's see what but Rogue, I would think Rogue would be, if they're going to release something, Rogue and Frontier, I would do it at Detroit, but this is just me speculating. And like I said just a minute ago, I think they're almost done for the year of like really investing big in auto shows. Let's see, anything else? Do you have a number I can actually call Nissan? They owe you a fuel pump and are being scammers. There's a 1-800 number on their site, on their website, when you have problems. They'll give you a little investigative code and you can talk to them that way. Any numbers I have are going to give you to somebody's desk, and they're not going to be happy when you're asking about a fuel pump and they're like, hey man, I'm the head of trucks, or I'm the head of cars. I don't deal with those problems. So no, I unfortunately do not have any numbers on that. The factory dually would be cool in the XD. Once again, I think the XD was dead from day one. I think honestly the XD is dead after this year. Once again, it's just me speculating. I just don't see them building an XD. There's no reason to. What I would have done, I would have quietly killed off the XD, but I would have continued to build the Frontier 1500, or I'm sorry, can I say it? The Titan as a 1500 with the XD framing, and would have done away with the one of those. And it may still happen, but I also think that if the current Titan stays around, that you could see that 3.8 liter V6 in it. Let's see. Yeah, Joe, I'm with you, man. I just don't think it when I broke down it's been 5 months or more, but I broke down the sales numbers at one time. So out of, we'll just play it easy. So we'll say 100 Titan sales. I forget, it was like 20% of those were XD sales. So 20 out of 100. And then it was a split down the middle between the diesel and the gassers. So that you can see why Cummins left, and why I don't think the truck will be around much longer. Yeah, Joe, I have a video coming up. I haven't started working on it yet because I'm still kicking around the idea in my head, but I'm going to do a video on where Nissan has been cheap with the cars they've brought to the United States. And if you look at Rogue Sport, which is the Qashqai in Europe, if you look at Kicks, which was actually designed for the Brazilian market, like they killed off like Juke, which Juke was a global for the global market. They killed off the Juke here because I don't think I don't know what's up with their design, with if they're not being funded or what, but I've got thoughts on a video about that, about how they just dump kind of proven vehicles in other markets here in the States. Because Rogue Sport, there's no need for Rogue Sport at all here. You take Rogue Sport, which was sort of in the playing field of Juke, and then you bring in Kicks, which is Juke size, and then you basically give the Sport the kind of or the Juke's engine or horsepower wise, and then you dummy down the Kick. I've got like I said, I've got a video coming out. I've got a couple that I'm gonna I've got some good ideas. Some of this I just can't dump all at once, but once again, as I start to wrap this up, man, I want to say thank you for everybody for been here almost an hour, minus 5 minutes, I guess, that I was fiddling around with getting this going. Let's see if we can get a couple more questions in here. But anyways, I was going to say our YouTube channel, 1126 or so. I looked at a minute ago. Appreciate all those subs. We're clearly not in the big money content right now, and it's no fault of anybody's except we need more subscribers. So if you've got friends or people who enjoy Nissan content, and why shouldn't they? Send them our way. Tell them to like and subscribe what we do. We've our channel's like grown this past few weeks as far as like watch hours a lot, man. The Chicago show was very good to us. So I've got some more. I got one more video about Chicago, just kind of a vlog video for me and Kelly. And like I said, Danny's got some content coming out. I've got Z1 that probably won't. I think I'm down there the 28th of February. That content won't come out till the 1st of March. But we have a bunch more new, fresh content that we're very excited to bring you guys. It's not my hard work, guys. It's you guys hitting that subscribe button, and I do appreciate that. I want to act like I'm a professional YouTuber, but I'm still making mistakes and learning from all this. So I thank you, everybody who's kind of stuck with us when this time last year when I told Danny, I was like, we're going to push YouTube. And Danny's like, what? Because Danny had his own channel and he's doing his own thing. And DeGroot X, by the way, if you want to go check him out. And I said, no, Danny, I really think YouTube is our future. Oh, pardon me. Oh, how rude. And the podcast is audio-wise, our listeners is plateaued. We're the niche of the niche thing to talk about audio-wise. I'm never going to quit doing it. But once again, our podcast has moved to strictly interview stuff. You'll hear me and Danny talk for a few minutes, but it's going to be basically interviews. And we have a bunch of good interviews coming up. My buddy Mike Nope was the last one on there with NPC Patch. And I recorded it. Mike, I think we recorded that in, what is it, before Went? Oh, man, it was quite a while. And I had time-sensitive stuff that needed to get out. And then I'm sorry, Blind Man Overland. I'm sorry, man. Old man syndrome kicking in here. But I've got a bunch of new interviews, like with Blind Man Overland, who I recorded this week, who will be out in a few weeks with that interview. That was a fun interview. I've got Tom with CVT Tents coming up. Let's see, who else do we have? There's PMP Engineering. We have those guys coming up. And I want to say something else. If you saw the intro to what we're going to do with listener rides. You've seen Danny talk with Cody Fletcher on his SAST Xterra from King of Hammers. So that was just to give you guys a taste of what we want to do. And this podcast is going to fund all that here on YouTube. So I do appreciate that. And like I said, everybody that supported the show would throw in a couple dollars, especially you, Ronald. Dude, you're awesome, and you don't have to do that, and I appreciate it. Daddy needs some new rings on his hands. I'm kidding. But it is gonna help budget some travel. So I do appreciate that stuff. Let's see. I can't wait till that new Frontier. Yes. So my plan with the new Frontier is day one that it's out. I'm wherever I have to fly to, I'm going to go buy either the Pro 4X version or whatever's cooler. And it's day one going to be modified, man. That's the plan. So, and that's part of this channel. And I want to be the first to show you how to do some things with that. So hopefully that'll be fun. But anyways, guys, all right. So I've probably bored the crap out of you guys, and most of you 13 listeners here are like, Jesus, why did I just hit play and listen to this guy ramble? But let's see, anything else before I go? Going once, going twice. Once again, thank you to Tim over at Pickup Truck and SUV Talk for the awesome hats. I will return the favor, sir. And those Nissan hats are going to be donated once again. We'll give them away somehow. Like and subscribe to this. 2021 Frontier Interior. I can't say anything, man. Coming to Carlisle Truck Show. I also want to be at the Titan thing in Gatlinburg. And then, of course, I have Windrock coming up. My summer's already packed. I said I would be at East Coast Xterra Challenge this year, too. And then I got Z1, their actual stuff they do. Oh, we have ZCon, which is actually in Nashville the week before Wint. And reminds me, I need to email those guys because I was talking about covering that. And Joe, thank you for joining me, man. I know a lot of the questions are always Frontier based, and once I know more, I will let you know more. And once I'm allowed to tell you more, I will let you know more. And anyways, so from all things Nissan here in my office, my ever-changing office, to wherever you listen to us around the globe, I appreciate it once again. My man Ronald, dude, you're too kind. The Canadian dollars from Cordetti Motorsports, too kind, guys. When you guys hit super chats, like I said, it means a lot. And I'm not feeding my family from this. It's just for our travel plans. And maybe in 10 years when I'm up to 10,000 subs, I can feed my family off of it. But this has been your Nissan Nation podcast. Oh, wait. A Pulsar GTR. Sweet. This is your Nissan Nation podcast. You find you, kill me. And we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all. Thank you so much. And this week, new videos dropping.